Welcome to Dicejunkies. I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with
Q.
And we have Michelle at the editor station.
Hey.
And Blood X in the chat room.
Blood X in the chat room. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
We owe him about 3 more Happy Father's Day. You're forgetting how many kids Blood X.
Well, I'm hoping his kids gave them to him so that we don't have to. I mean, he ain't my daddy.
Oh yeah. So happy Father's Day, Father's Day, Father's Day, Father's Day. It's just 4, right? Because every time I count them, I'm off by 1. Are you at 4 or 5, man?
Oh man.
Anyway, so let's talk about.
I think it's 5.
Let's talk about E3.
No, it's 4. It's 4.
So E3 is a thing
4. Okay.
that happened.
Don't worry, man. You'll get to 5. I believe in you.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Let's pull up this first tab we got here with. This is GameSpot is who I'm using to do all this. They had a nice little write up on this. So I mean, if you want to read through this stuff, you can go to GameSpot where they have
in the comments
schedule.
also.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to see this done
live
properly,
stream, it is because we're just going to talk about the shit that we want to talk about.
Well, you come here and hear our opinions, not the news.
Yeah, we're going to skip a lot of the crap that we don't care about. Which the Google and Bungie stuff happened the prior week. Nothing really that special there. Google's
I didn't even catch that part.
Google's Stadia. So when Google announced Stadia is where we got it was where the this is at the same time that like Baldur's Gate 3 and stuff like that got announced. So we were talking about all the Baldur's Gate 3 stuff. Really didn't care about the Google Stadia stuff because really it's just a streaming service for games that's supposed to try to get people, I guess, entry-level console type stuff. It's going to be weird. I don't know if they're going to get through the latency thing, but...
Yeah, you lost me already. You're right. That is not our news.
I mean...
You said Google and gaming together, and I was like...
If we were more of a tech show, I would probably talk a lot more about it, because technology-wise, it is very interesting. Gaming-wise, not quite.
Well, I have a simple strategy. We have Tech Your Nerd friends, and when they test it out and waste their money on it and it looks good, then I will buy it. So, no, Jarek, go out there and spend your money, man.
Yeah. Our friends Clarence and Carrie from Techpedition, maybe they can.
Oh, they do also do that, don't they?
Yeah.
Discussing tech.
Techpedition.
I know.
But anyway, so let's
drop the discussing nonsense channel.
So we'll go in this in the order of
awesome
of the schedule. So we'll jump on over to EA Electronics Arts. They did their announcement Saturday, and let's see. So of course there's a lot of sports stuff here, which I really don't care about. Don't worry about playing a video there. Just let's just scroll down.
You can tell how we care about EA. Like, don't even play their video. Well, they got to try to get as much loot boxes as they can in before that law passes. So I bet they were scrambling to get those sports games out. Where now you got to buy every jersey. You don't even get a full outfit when you get the athlete.
I don't know. I don't keep up with them, so I don't know how loot boxes have crept into the sports thing. I know they had for a while there, but
I hear their FIFA was
keep
like
scrolling down
hardcore.
for us, please, editor. So there's a new season of Apex Legends, which I've just hadn't got into because I'm not big into shooters where I have to play as a group. I like solo play. If I'm gonna play a shooter, I don't want to have to rely on my friends. I want to shoot my friends.
Why do you act like it's just that? We both bought Outward. We still haven't played together because I keep thinking, I don't need that loser. And so do you. You're like, I'm fine on my own. Yeah. Our teamwork is only good in this scenario.
Yeah, and it isn't even that good here. I mean, you've watched us. If you're here, you know.
Oh, you ought to hear what we say before that. He yells at me.
Yeah, you should hear the pre-show talk.
Yeah.
I trip over his cords and spill coffee on his floor. It's just it's a shit show.
Yeah. All right, keep scrolling. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. It looks decent.
I liked Force Unleashed, and it reminds me of Force Unleashed.
Yeah,
with better graphics.
I mean, I'm somewhat excited about it. I mean,
are you
it's
saying
EA
you're gonna play an
so
EA game?
Huh?
Are you saying you're gonna try an EA game?
I'm not gonna pre-order it or anything.
No, we're gonna wait for it to come on the Microsoft Live service.
Wait. Yeah,
we just talked about that.
Bloodaxe said that he pre-ordered the Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Blood throws away a lot of money.
Let us know how it goes.
And that's exactly why I didn't pre-order it, because I will let somebody else do that.
He's a dice junkie. He'll get to do the piece, and he'll put a review out on it.
That's right. That's a good idea. Get on that, Bloodaxe.
Well, man, we gotta help him get more bang for his buck.
It's just a weird game to me because I have trouble looking at the guy they have playing the Jedi for this without thinking Gotham.
Service with a smile.
Yeah. So I just keep seeing his character from Gotham every time I look at him.
Oh, dude, the fan art's gonna be awesome.
If you want to pull up the gameplay reveal,
no,
you can.
No,
but you'll want to right click the link and open in another tab. That's Apex Legends.
Oh, just kidding.
You'd have to right click, open link in new tab. Yeah, there you go.
I can do internet stuff.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I told you to right click is because I was actually going through some of this stuff prior, and when I clicked it, it reloaded over the page that I was on. So,
then honestly, that was the only thing from EA that caught my eye was the Star Wars, Jedi Fallen Order.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked pretty decent. The combat looked kind of fun. This dude can literally freeze time, which is why I mentioned Force Unleashed.
Oh no! I mean, he's running he's running on walls. You see where they're getting skill points and stuff. So there's obviously a skill tree. I did not see in the play where they went through the skill tree or anything though. So, I was really hoping to see more of how character development and building went. To see if it had those RPG elements that I was hoping for, but they didn't really go much into the character building.
Caught my eye with that fight.
What's wrong with your internet?
Elite,
it's just being slow. Maybe it's just being slow. You can just close this.
One of the scenes I liked is the fight with that elite, staff wielding stormtrooper that he basically has almost this one-on-one duel. You know me, I love that kind of fights. I love a lightsaber duel. I mean, I own Jedi Academy. I bought it not too long ago just to run around and get in some lightsaber duels.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and scroll on down. Let's see what else we got. More on Apex Legends. Keep going. Battlefield 5. FIFA 20.
Yeah, I thought you'd keep going. It's like Battlefield 5.
Anthem. Madden NFL 20. A new thing for Sims 4 and some new indie games. Yep, that's it for EA. See, this is why I'm telling you to go and look at this yourself if you're interested in this stuff, because there was one thing in that I cared about and that we talked about.
Killing people with lightsabers.
Killing people with lightsabers and trying to get the image of that dude's Gotham character out of our head.
I want to see Harley Quinn Sith.
Harley Quinn Sith.
I want to see Harley Quinn Sith, man. That'd be awesome.
Well, he's not really known for the mods and stuff, though. So if this was a different company,
they do like cosmetics and loot boxes. Oh,
that's true. That's true. Let's look at Xbox. Now, Xbox had a lot of stuff. Xbox.
They were out there, man.
You started. They talked about Xbox Scarlet, Project Scarlet, which is the next Xbox. Which I can go a lot more into the whole Xbox thing, but once again, it's really techy and the specs look nice though. I'm going to put it this way. I looked at the build, it looks nice, and the estimated price people were assuming it's going to be between $400 and $500 when it comes out. But
PC for life.
It's well, I mean, both of us have a console, though.
Got to. It's our job. But I like the Halo Infinite, man. I'm gonna skip you a little new trailer talk. When I get more info on the Scarlet, you know what I'm saying. Right now, it's early enough. You know me. You're more of a tech guy than me. I want to see a final product. I'm not. I want to see more of a final product. But no, Halo Infinite is. I love Halo, and Halo back on Xbox.
Yeah.
Potentially, I don't know if Bungie's going to get involved, but the trailer got me excited to see what they're going to do. I really wish they could get Bungie back involved, though. I've only heard about it recently.
Is Bungie even Bungie anymore? I mean,
you're not even you anymore.
I mean, I think those people have moved on, but I haven't really kept up with the whole game company things and how they bounce in and out of being owned by this person, not being owned by this person, not existing anymore, and all that stuff. The thing is, another Halo. It'll be interesting to see. Hopefully, it'll be good. I mean, I have always enjoyed the Halo series, though it's had its ups and downs.
Yeah, like it was good up to about Reach, but when Bungie left, I tried to keep playing it, couldn't. But here's the thing. Destiny's doing about poor enough that maybe Bungie will have to come back to Halo. I know that's dark for me to wish that, but I'd like to see him come back to Halo. And what I'm hearing, Destiny's doing meh.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. From what I understand, Microsoft and Bungie don't really mesh well together. So
you just every time I have a hope, you shoot it down. That's what you do.
What is this Elden Ring thing?
George R. Martin.
Okay, so which has been rumored was officially announced. We got a trailer for the game, but no gameplay. It'll be an open world and appears to take inspiration from Dark Souls. So a Dark Souls-like open world game in collaboration with George R. Martin. All right.
That might be interesting.
It could
All
be.
All of your favorite NPCs will die.
I mean,
don't get attached to anybody.
It's one of those things where it's way too early to really say if
it's George R. Martin, the way this game would be programmed is the people you talk to the most are the ones that die. It'll literally watch you to try to see who you like, and then it'll kill them. You want to save someone, ignore them, and have no conversations with them because it'll be like, you've talked to this character 8 times during your playthrough. They're dead.
Well, I mean, the thing is I mean, other than what George R. Martin, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I mean, other than Game of Thrones, from what I've understood, his other works have not been that great. So.
Oh, really?
Plus, I mean, Dark Souls is done best by From Software. It's done, or there's a Never Studios, whatever they are. The Dark Souls people do Dark Souls best.
I haven't read his other works, so I'm not going to say, but I'm just saying, just attaching his name to it doesn't necessarily mean, it's going to be good.
With his talent for epic climaxes, sir,
I guess
this
it would
man knows
depend
how
on
to
what
end a
book he
story.
bases the game on.
That man hadn't had an epic climax in a while. He'd probably die of a heart attack. So let's see. We've got...
Well, Game of Thrones died heartbroken.
Hey,
it died like a flaccid old
Blood Axe
penis.
thinks it'll be a good story.
Blood Axe gives his hopes and dreams for it. All right.
I'm hopeful with you, Blood Axe.
He literally has killed millions of people's hopes and dreams within the last month. You are asking for it.
Let's not talk about Game of Thrones.
People were in counseling for that ending.
Let's not talk about Game of Thrones, please.
Spoiler alert, sucked on the ending. Oh.
All right, so then we talk about xCloud, which is it's up there with that Google Stadia thing. Like I said, it's sort of techie. If you're interested in it, check it out. But it's supposed to launch in October. Streaming service for gaming. Let's see, the Outer Worlds release date and trailer. Now, the cool thing about the Outer Worlds is you don't have to go through Epic from what it appears. It looks like you can buy it from the Microsoft store, or if you get on Microsoft's Xbox thing,
Live
that's
game
like $5 a month for PC or the Xbox version of it. You can get this game as part of that, or you can order the game directly through. Epic apparently just paid for the rights to not be on Steam, for it not to be in other places. So.
Zeno's been telling me, I kept questioning it, but Zeno's saying that you should not have to use the Epic launcher if you buy it through these other venues. So if that's the case, then that means that Epic literally is just paying people to not put games on Steam. They're not actually buying exclusives. They're just telling games don't come out on Steam.
Yeah.
Which is the most weird business strategy I've ever seen, because we're not going to buy it on Epic. We're going to buy it like we're talking about either doing the Xbox Live service or ordering it, straight from them, because I'd rather give the money to the Outer Worlds people than Epic. And if I can give the Outer Worlds people the money directly and they get Epic's money, then Epic's getting screwed. And
Which I thought it was interesting. People compared Outer Worlds as competing with with Cyberpunk, but Outer Worlds comes out in October. Cyberpunk doesn't come out until April. So I thought those were
also two very.
They're also very two
games.
different. They were just comparing them because they're RPGs and not so much because of
That's
their.
like comparing a PG-13 game to a rated R game. Like they're
Yeah,
a whole other level. Cyberpunk 2077 is for adults.
But yeah, so anyway, Outer Worlds coming out in October, and you can avoid getting it on Epic by getting it somewhere else, like the Microsoft Store.
Please do.
New Xbox One Elite controller. Yeah, it's a new Xbox One Elite controller.
That is so expensive.
But it's like modular or something, it looked like.
You remember how bad
you
the
know.
first Elite controller was, right?
They said this one was much better from the
It
people
was
that
like
actually
a
got to
train
look
wreck.
at it.
It was overpriced. It did not work right. It was fragile. It was hated.
Yeah.
And they did not lower the price on this one. This one's several $100s. I don't remember the exact amount, but I know it's over $200, I think. Like, it's more expensive than some consoles.
Yeah. It releases on November 4th for $180.
Like, you can probably go get a Switch on sale.
So it's $30 more than the original Xbox Elite controller. And yeah, like I said, it's weird.
Jeez, that's like 3 AAA games, man.
Yeah. So Cyberpunk 2077 has Keanu Reeves and a release date. So anyway, Xbox did their whole little thing. They brought Keanu Reeves out on the stage and had him announce the release date, which is April 16th in 2020. So I'm still excited about this game. Bless you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Same thing he said, but with more heart.
Oh, thank you. I felt that.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But yeah, still excited about this. Looking forward to it. What do you think, you?
Cyberpunk 2077 has only managed to make me more excited for it with every single trailer they put out.
Mm-hmm.
And the gameplay looks good. They showed some more gameplay in there. It just looks better every time I see it. And then, hey, we get John Wick as the cyber guy. That's cool.
Yeah.
John Wick.
You hear they hit some controversial news with 277 though, right?
What are they crying about now?
So there was some screenshots, and one of the screenshots pull up Xbox or Cyberpunk 2077. What was it? Advertisement screenshot. And so there's this billboards in the background of these advertisements, and one of the screenshots showed 3 advertisements. I'm trying to stall while we there it is right there. So a lot of people got really mad about that middle advertisement. If you can click on it, maybe it'll zoom in. And because if you look, they were saying it was exploitation of a hot tranny.
I see it.
Oh. I don't know if that was intentional. But the point is what are they mad about? Didn't they want them to act like isn't that the point? It's inclusive.
It's well,
it's inclusive.
When you just quit looking at me and talking, unless you.
I don't want to look at that. Every time I turn around, there's a Long Johnson.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
so like when I look this way, you see,
okay.
I keep the mic.
There's a reason though.
We're
I keep
having
turning
mic
right
tutorials
now.
right now.
I didn't see it the first time because I don't naturally look for that.
Those that are listening on the podcast, you can Google exactly what I said and you'll find it. Our editor did.
Yeah, this dude's hung
If I can find it, you can find it.
like a horse.
But anyway, so that was a controversial thing that popped up.
But what was the controversy? Controversy because it was in there? People controversially mad because it actually showed some advertisement that might be for other people's tastes?
Basically they said it was exploitation of
Well, how's it exploitative? half the characters are half dressed on most of the billboards. If they want to put a tranny up there, whatever, it ain't for you. It ain't for me, but don't get all whiny about everything.
I mean, the thing is if you've ever gotten into any of the cyberpunk stuff, that's not shocking at all that something like that would be in there. Like they pulled that weird mixture of type stuff. Plus, I mean, I thought it was also sort of interesting. It's advertising a drink that's called Mix It Up. So,
I mean, here's the thing: the cyberpunk future has always been very much a sexualized is one of the concepts too. Like, and also weird fetishes. That's a big part. It's usually also this future where there's these odd
well, I mean, it's all about the
going
addiction of body modification, and so you're gonna have weird combinations and all that may, and they're like, oh well, you know.
I mean, I'm a straight black dude. I didn't want to see that, but I still don't have a problem with it being in there. It fits.
No.
It feels like it's appropriate to the setting of the game.
So, anyway. Let's get back to the Xbox or Microsoft. Yeah. So Gears 5, not something I paid a lot of attention to. I know Blood Axe was
Gears 5 Terminator crossover. Me and Blood Axe have been talking about that, and we are like, what the heck? Like, how, what? Like, I don't even think the Gears universe takes place in the same universe as where Earth exists, because they never mention Earth just about. They always have been on this other planet. So it's very weird, the concept that Terminator could cross over.
Now, the cool thing about this, though, is just like with the Outer Lands, or Outer Worlds, this is also supposedly going to be included with that Microsoft subscription service. So you can also just pay $5 and actually play this game for a month and figure out if it's something you want. So, along with Outer Worlds and a bunch of other games. I think the last time I looked, there was like 108 games on that service.
I paid $5 to find out how to do this Terminator thing.
And so it'll be interesting. So that's September 10th that will be released.
And Blood Axe, I know, was saying he was planning on getting it too, so he can do a review if we don't.
I mean, I'm seriously looking at possibly doing the $5 a month thing, just so that way in October I can play around with Outer Worlds. In September I can play around with Gears 5, and we'll you know, $5 a month I spend a lot more than that, and I usually only play a game for a month or so anyway. So, you know, if it has decent titles on it, it's worth it to me.
I know. I mean, dude, I've been replaying Skyrim and Fallout 4 over and over so much, which I know just burns Bethesda up. They not getting that money, but I would like to actually be able to just fly through a few games. Don't have to commit $60 to one game.
Blood Axe mentions Dark Fate as pre-order content bonus. That is one of the things with the subscription service. You don't get a lot of that DLC and bonus content, stuff like that. You're not going to get with the subscription service.
You're going to have to buy the game. But the thing is, you're paying $5 to see if you want to buy it.
Yeah, and that's the big thing for me is you pay the $5, you'll see if you want to buy it. You'll also see if it's something that's going to hold your attention that long. Like, I figure Outer Worlds, if it's done right, I will probably buy it because I it looks like a game that I will put those hundreds of hours into and so forth. Gears of War is something I'll probably play around with just to play around with, and then probably not play it anymore because it's just I'm not big into playing those games for long periods of time.
I want him to get that crossplay so I can play with my boy Blood Axe because he's hardcore console warrior, man. He's Xbox all the way, and I wonder, wait a minute, if I get the PC version, will it cross over to my Xbox, or do I have to get it on each device?
I think you gotta get it on each one.
That's still only $5. I might do that so I can just play with I pay $5 to play with my boy.
Yeah,
wouldn't bother me.
So Borderlands 2 DLC ties into Borderlands 3. So there was a new free DLC that was released with Borderlands 2, Borderlands 3. They talked about some of that. I actually started replaying Borderlands 2 this weekend.
I didn't even know you had it on PC.
I've had it. Well, okay, so Steam, I had Borderlands 2. I did not have all the DLC. And Steam had this thing that was up for during the E3. They had this edition where it was Borderlands 2, Borderlands prequel, all DLC, and it cost me 63 cents.
What?
Well done, Steam. Fuck Borderlands. I like that. That was an FU to Borderlands. That's what that was. Because, that means Borderlands was not getting any money off of that. That was, hey, here's your here's your 30 cents out of this.
If you have PlayStation Live, PlayStation Plus, Borderlands 2 and all DLC and the prequel and everything are also free right now on PlayStation if you have PlayStation Plus.
Good job, PlayStation. I support all burning of Borderlands after this epic nonsense.
I think they're just pushing. They're pushing the old ones to try to get hype up for the Borderlands 3.
I know it's that. And unfortunately, I will admit that everybody I was following at the E3 event said that Borderlands 3 was really good. I've heard nothing but good things about the
I don't care about Forza. Phantasy Star Online, I never played any of those. Have you played any of the Phantasy Star Online stuff?
I'm familiar with them. I hadn't seen anything that caught my eye.
Okay. Ninja Theory Bleeding Edge. Do you know anything about that? I mean, it sounds like something interesting, but...
No.
Microsoft Dungeons showcased. We got a new look at the spinoff of Minecraft, dubbed Minecraft Dungeons. A new trailer. I'm done with Minecraft, to be honest.
I never started.
I've sort of been burnt out on it, but it may be something that I check out later on down the road.
And I got something here. Psychonauts 2, people. We've been waiting so long. Finally.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was a good game, man. I like Psychonauts a lot. I really want to play the second one. That is a game. As long as it doesn't go Epic exclusive, that is on my list of games.
I think it was listed on Steam. So
that just means
for
it's a
now.
guaranteed purchase for me. Because it was fun. Battletoads looked like trash, man. Did you see it?
Yeah.
They went super silly, cartoony.
Yeah, I was disappointed with Battletoads.
It actually looks worse than the old, Battletoads game graphics. It
Go ahead
looks
and
so bad.
click on YouTube real quick and pull up the Battletoads trailer since GameSpot's videos aren't loading.
Maybe they were trying to aim at the Teen Titans Go crowd because the animation and graphics were just bleh. I couldn't even keep up with what was going on with the screen, and you don't want that for a beat 'em up. There was so much.
I mean, the thing is, man, I had been hoping for. I mean, I loved Battletoads when I was.
Remember Battletoads and Double Dragons? That crossover, that was freaking awesome.
Yeah. So
I played those games, but the characters look horrific.
But yeah, so anybody who's listening on the podcast, once again, we're just looking at the Battletoads trailer from E3. Now, I mean, the thing is, dude, is like I said, man, I remember Battletoads from Nintendo. I played it so much, and I was like, man, you could do a lot with this game and current technology, and then they just we're just going to go full cartoon on it, Which I'm not saying that it's a bad style, but at the same time, I was hoping for more.
Oh man, yeah, it was unimpressive on every level.
I mean, this is something I would expect to see, in the arcade years and years and years, decades ago.
This looks like something from Newgrounds. This looks like a Flash game. I was highly unimpressed with it. And somebody, made a comment about it. One of the guys I was watching who was defending it was going I haven't seen a Flash game that looks as good. I'm like, you haven't seen a good Flash game then. I've seen some Flash games that were about that level and were funner. Were more fun. Excuse me. I realize it. More fun to play. Well, they were funner also. They were fictitiously and realistically better.
There you go.
But, that cartoon style... make the game look so cheap. It better be only a $20 game. There's no way I would pay $60 for that on any level. Not at all.
Let's keep on going down this list. All right, that looks like it.
Fallen Order, and nobody cares about Age of Empires 2.
Yeah, go ahead and hit the next one. What we got? Bethesda.
We're so sorry about 76. We know how to fix it. Let's go Battle Royale mode.
Yeah. So they continue to try to make Fallout 76 work.
Because when you think of Battle Royale, you go, that Fallout combat engine sure is tightly put together. I'd want to play a shooter in that.
Elder Scrolls is still hanging in there.
Keep going. We're not even going
to. Dude, we have ragged on Fallout 76 on so many episodes that I don't even feel right ragging about it anymore. Everybody knows it's a train wreck.
Just a corpse we keep poking.
Yeah.
Battle Royale.
Stop it, Q. Stop it.
So, yeah, more Elder Scrolls series. Let's see, Commander Keen. I thought this was interesting. They're doing a little Commander Keen mobile game that looks like crap and doesn't remind me anything of the Keen franchise.
They Battletoads Commander Keen.
They Battletoads Commander Keen.
Because I forgive Battletoads even less because I really like Battletoads. But Commander Keen, I just looked at it and said, that's not good. That is not a good version of that.
I mean, Commander Keen has been around for a long time, and by the looks of this, it's still not. Now, this looked really good. If you want to pull this up on YouTube as well,
so creepy.
Ghostwire Tokyo, and we'll play that in the background while we talk about this. For one, I wasn't expecting this at all. Like, it was not something I was expecting. The girl who did the presentation did a really good job. Regardless of her she wasn't that great with English, and she stood up there though and represented like a pro this game. And I wasn't a big fan of their previous what was their previous game, that horror shock
I didn't know, man. Honestly, I didn't know what this was until the trailer popped up, but it was so creepy.
I mean, they did the survival horror type game that Bethesda had. I forget the name of it right now, but
what?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's this just looks interesting, and the aesthetic, the concept. I'm just like, okay, I'm not exactly sure what the hell's going on, but everything about this trailer makes me want to play it.
Don't worry, Hawkeye's got our back.
Hawkeye, yeah.
Right.
I did think about
Ronan.
I did.
Ronan, that's what they call him after the family's gone.
I did think about that when I saw that, but
this is just the story of Ronan before Endgame.
Before. True,
was cool.
True. People just started this. Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah. But
now I want ramen. 'Cause I remember that part when it happened the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It looks so creepy and cool, man. It is awesome. Oh, I forgot about that part.
Mm-hmm.
He's a longbow Jedi. I like it.
Yeah, no, I'm excited about this one. This is one that I'll definitely check out, though. Ghostwire Tokyo. Like I said, if you're listening to this and you haven't seen the trailer, definitely worth checking out just to see some very interesting visualization and what looks to be the Evil Within was the IP that they had done before. Yeah.
Oh, the first Evil Within was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it was an aesthetically pleasing game. It just wasn't my play style. This seems to be. They said this is not just a shock horror, survival horror type game.
Well, man, it looks like you get a bow and some powers at least.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
So it'd be interesting to watch. Deathloop from the developers of Dishonored and Prey. It could be interesting. Definitely, as we see more. Once again, I mean, even with the Ghostwire Tokyo, I still want to see some gameplay because I mean, we were seeing a lot of CGI and stuff from these. They're too early on to really get a lot of gameplay out of, and
for all we know,
I need gameplay.
For all we know, that could have been a mobile game. Comes out and then it turns out it's just a little clicker.
Yeah. let's see. We had Wolfenstein Youngblood, which is their co-op Wolfenstein.
Wait. That's the one we've been looking forward to, wasn't it?
Yeah. It looked like it was. I think they said it was going to be a couch co-op or something.
Couch co-op. It has the 2 daughters. Yeah, that looked good.
But it's coming out soon, July 26th. More Rage 2. We got a Rage 2 DLC coming out. Not a big Rage fan, but
Rage 2 is kind of hit or miss.
yeah.
But maybe the DLC will fix that.
Then they have
Tech.
new streaming software known as Orion. This is supposed to help streamers who stream games stream better at 60 frames per second, even with lower connection speeds and stuff like that, or lower hardware. Not as demanding on the hardware. Should be interesting for at least the streaming community that does a lot of gameplay streaming, if it works. Doom Eternal. Now this I'm hyped about. This is another one you can throw the trailer up for in the background. Of course, I you know me. I'm a big Doom fan. I loved the last Doom, and Doom Eternal. Not only do you end up doing hell, but I think they also have where you go to heaven. You have heaven and hell.
I have mixed feelings about that part.
What, man?
What?
It's Doom. It's beautiful. You have your chainsaw because why not? You have your BFG because why not?
Why not?
I like the multiplayer mode they have, where quite literally, oh man, they're gonna make you fight angels. Okay, but I like the multiplayer mode they're talking about, where it's going to be 2 people playing as demons versus 1 person playing the Doomslayer. Yes, the Doomslayer's so badass, they give you 2-on-1 against the Doomslayer. I thought that was cool. But, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, no, I mean, it looks awesome, man. And if you saw the poster art or the cover art, it was very iconic to the original Doom's cover art. So a nice little throwback there. But dude, I'm hyped about this, man. So much blood and gore. I mean, so much explosions.
Yeah, I see a lot of possessed Marines and stuff. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, apparently you get to fight one of the guys from Asgard. Was it Kang or whatever? Kang, all right. That was cool, though. Now, I got to admit, graphically, that looked like the kind of Doom combat you expected to see.
But yeah.
I have no idea how that story is going to play out when you get the
Bloodaxe agrees, though. He said the last Doom was really good. So.
Oh, no, it looks good. It looks good.
Yeah, I'm hyped about this one as well. I may actually go back and start playing my the previous Doom again.
Yeah, I think you have
Yeah. All right, and that's it for Bethesda. Other than Elon Musk is apparently going to install Fallout Shelter on Tesla, but let's go to Ubisoft because why not put games in your car?
Whoop whoop.
So Ubisoft, of course, Assassin's Creed, all that good stuff. What else we got? We got Ghost Recon. Let's see.
Yay.
Watch Dogs Legion. Here we go. Now this
you can play as an old lady.
I like the Watch Dogs series. Like it a lot of people have been back and forth on them. I enjoy Watch Dogs.
Grandma with a Shotgun. The series is way better now. I'm looking forward to the Grandma with a Shotgun part.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I mean, there's just the hacker meets Grand Theft Auto. I mean,
permadeath. But it's going to be roguelike. It's got that permadeath for the characters.
So
this you lose them.
Yeah, this will be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. It. Once again, I mean, I haven't bought any of the Watch Dogs series when they first come out. It's always one of those series that I grab later on down the road, just because. But could be interesting. Rainbow Six Quarantine. Gods and Monsters, like I said, Ghost Recon. I don't know. Ubisoft didn't throw out anything in this that just shouted out to me like, oh, gotta have it. It's mostly what I expect from Ubisoft, the style of games I expect from Ubisoft.
Yeah,
I mean, did anything from Ubisoft just excite you? Keep scrolling.
Dude, I'm looking at a screenshot of a game called Roller Champions that looks lame as hell. There's nothing I'm seeing on here catching my attention.
Yeah.
Division 2 is a train wreck. Assassin's Creed Odyssey with more expansions, not bad, I guess. No, nothing. They got nothing for me.
And then of course Uplay because Uplay sucks. Apparently they're doing something similar to Origins with Uplay, and of course like Xbox, where they're doing the whole monthly subscription service where you can get their library of games access and stuff.
Now you can rent trash. And they got the nerve to be $15 a month, and the Xbox one's $5.
Yeah, and I think Origins is like 10 or something. So they are touting themselves, I guess, as a premium.
Hey man, I mean, Rollerball's coming. Remember how awesome that was? Never.
All right, so Square Enix. Let's go ahead and move on.
Next, they're doing American Gladiators. It's going to be the next big one, man.
I know you're excited for Square Enix as we go down.
Almost everything.
We'll see the Final Fantasy VII. Let's see, we got Marvel Avengers. I'm not that excited about that. I mean,
The Hulk play looked fun.
Yeah.
And you know I'm a Hulk fan.
But I mean, it's.
Hey, Travis Willing.
It's definitely. I mean, it's an Avengers game. It could be good, but I don't know. I haven't really gotten into a Marvel style game since like X-Men and stuff on the Nintendo. But
like I said, man, any game that lets me do some good Hulk play is fun, and I've heard the people that the Hulk sessions played the way you want them to play.
Okay.
I don't care about the rest. Now the problem is that I don't think you could play Hulk through all of it. I think they kind of said that at least in the demo part when they were playing, there were certain parts that were
there
for
won't be
particular Avengers.
anything pay to win and no loot boxes.
Oh, just cosmetics probably, which I don't mind. Sometimes you want a cool outfit. That's fine.
And new characters will be added for free.
All I need is Hulk. You can give me other Hulks. Sure, I'll play Red Hulk. And then I'll play Banner Hulk. No, Dr. Hulk. No, Professor Hulk. Yeah, that'd be cool. Ooh, and World War Hulk.
Now, I do hate it when games do this. Now, it says the game's coming to PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Stadia. With the PS4 version getting some kind of unique benefits that weren't detailed. I'm not a big fan of giving exclusives to one platform
Square
over
Enix
another.
has been in bed for Sony for a while.
I know. But, that's the only thing that sort of, another thing that sort of disheartened me about this whole particular series.
We'll steal it from the code on PC.
So Final Fantasy VII Remake, they finally coming out with some more on this. I know you're excited about it. I still don't like the episodic parts of that. Like, I don't like that they've divided it up. I mean, it really feels like they're trying to milk you for. That's from 1 month ago. The one you just clicked.
Just kidding.
The biggest issue with the episodic is some people are saying that they haven't started on the second episode yet, and people are going like, "Hey, man, we don't want to have to wait a long time. Like, I don't want to wait more than a month or two after I finish the first part. Like, I want the next episode ready."
So is that the chick whose boobs aren't big enough?
No,
apparently?
that's Aerith.
That's Aerith.
Oh, okay, I'm not good with these.
No,
these
Tifa, man.
characters,
Tifa looks fine. Tifa looks great. I love her look. And I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, so screw you if you think you like Final Fantasy 7 more than me. You can go to hell. I love Final Fantasy. It's the greatest RPG ever. And she looks fine. They didn't make her look like a boy. That's all I was scared of. I was afraid she's going to show up with like a bob cut and, looking like she should be posing for mix-it-up drinks for Cyberpunk. You know what I'm saying? But no, she looks like Tifa. She looks good.
No, I thought the. I think the game looks really good. Once again, the thing that gets me against the game is just that whole episodic thing. You were also saying that some people were complaining about the black guy sounding too black or something.
Before they were complaining because
stereotypical black.
Stereotypical black, and I'm like, he's based off of Mr. T, dude. He's supposed to sound like that. That's why we like him. Oh, how dare there be a tough black guy who's not a sissy? You know, I mean, getting sick of this crybaby crap. As black people, we like Barrett the way Barrett is. We don't want Barrett to show up and be like, hello, gentlemen, I am Barrett, the fighter of sissy. No, it's like Barrett's like, yo, man, we're going to take down this robot. Let's take him out. You know, that's like freaking awesome. Freaking that is what you like. That's what was cool about Barrett. He was the tough guy. But yet he was soft around his daughter. That was kind of the point of, here's this guy that's really tough all the time. But then when he's with his when he's with his daughter, he's soft. He becomes a caring father, and you see a soft side. That's the point.
Which is always sort of, I mean, it's once again, that's the stereotypical tough guy act anyway, you know. There's always been the, you know, rough out in the field and soft when they get home to their family, you know.
I know, it's a cool thing. This is a game from way back, man. That's what it is. You know. Oh, Tifa, go. Man, she looks awesome. I'm actually loving the look of all the characters. I'm gonna I honestly was planning to play just as Cloud. I really like to play as one character all the way through.
I was just really amused by the shock of her chest size being a thing. I was just like, really? Like, for one, I've always been sort of you're talking about a pixelated character for one, but two, I mean, they're reasonably sized.
I mean, if you look, like, I'll go ahead and say this just to shut up the man babies, because even I'm going like, geez, man, as much as I hate people that go like, her breasts are too big, you know, she's wearing 2 sports bras. You can see it. You saw it, the black sports bra with the white one all over it.
Honestly, I can't believe we're talking about this character.
I mean, she looks fine.
Chest
size at this
point.
This
is a conversation
I don't either,
right
and I'm
now.
a huge fan, and I don't even see that. I guess next I'm going to say that Sephiroth's not pretty enough.
Yeah.
Like, he's not pretty enough. Make him more androgynous. We want him to have kissable lips. I don't know, man. These people are weird.
There is a crowd for that. So.
Well, then go check out Mix It Up Soda on Cyberpunk. It has what you need. Cyberpunk's got your back, man. Inclusive.
Oh, so anyway, where were we? Oh, yeah. Now, this one excited me, though. I was like, oh, Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. I tried replaying Final Fantasy VIII, and it really sucked trying to play Final Fantasy VIII. So the remaster will make it maybe a little easier for me to replay Final Fantasy VIII, which is better than Final Fantasy VII. But
I disagree.
What did you just say?
I said Final Fantasy VIII is better than Final Fantasy VII.
You're about
it
to
is
get the crap beat out of you.
superior Final Fantasy between the two.
I don't know you anymore.
Q's about to punch the crap out of you.
I liked Final Fantasy VIII a lot better than
emo
7.
Sissy. But the heck, like, you like Squall with his whole... No, man. Real action story. Real stakes. We don't even know... You do know there's a big theory that Squall just died, and that was just, like, his last thoughts. Yeah, spoiler. That's how much I don't like... Yeah, screw 8, man. Just screw 8.
Hitting the table.
I'm trying not to hit you.
I liked 8. I thought 8 was a good game. I honestly... I played 8 before I played 7 because, like, I didn't have a PlayStation when 7 came out. I didn't get a PlayStation until much later, and when I got the PlayStation, I had gotten 8 with it because 8 had I think it had just come out when I had gotten my PlayStation, and I played it. I was like, oh, this is really cool. And everybody's like, oh, well, 7 is better. And so I went back to go play 7, and I just couldn't. I was like, no.
Well,
like
you know what? You know how we know 7's better? It's getting redone, whereas 8 is just getting a little coat of polish. Because no matter how much you polish a turd, it's still a turd.
Oh.
And the sad part is I like 8, but now that you're saying it's better than 7, now I have to hate it.
Yeah.
Because I'm mad that you said that.
Hey, I liked 8 better than 7. I'm man enough to say it and not worry about what people think.
So, I did not know that Dying Light 2 actually was coming out. I have Dying Light. That's actually pretty cool. I'm going to have to check that out. That one slipped under my radar.
Yeah. I did not play the first Dying Light. So.
It was a great improvement over was it Dead Island? And the only downside to me was that, I kind of got tired of being in that specific location. So looking at this, it looks like you may get a little bit wider world, and that could be fun.
Okay.
Maybe a little more interaction. But as far as gameplay, parkour in a zombie apocalypse, good combat, it was fun. It was so fun. I loved Dead Island 1. I liked Dead Island 2. And Dead Island Return was okay, but Dying Light was everything I would love to go. I wish I could have played the Dying Light character in Dead Island.
I guess I'm not too big into the whole zombie games. Like, I played what was those with the 4 characters that
Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead. I played Left 4 Dead, and that's
more of a couch co-op game.
They were good. I played it with some friends, and then that was it. That was where I started and left my whole zombie. Now there was that one where the dude was in the mall and he kept using the weird stuff. I like that. Where you could mow zombies down with a lawnmower.
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising. Didn't care for the second.
I'm gonna have to check this out. I have to apologize, y'all. I have not seen this. I got to check it out to see. But we don't even know. They may not even have any gameplay footage. And honestly, I need to see gameplay footage.
Spring 2020. So, now the Last Remnant remastered.
I have that.
I played the Last Remnant. It was another one of those games that I played it late. And I think the remastered's already out for PC and stuff like that. It's just coming to the Nintendo Switch. But I keep meaning to go back to it and play the remastered. So
Odd RPG, be ready. It is JRPG.
Yeah, no, it was weird. But I was enjoying it when I played it. I just other things had come out, and the game above that. Go back up real quick. The Outriders. Are you familiar with that?
No.
People Can Fly, the studio behind Bulletstorm and Gears of War. I don't know. Bulletstorm was a fun game, so maybe it could.
I'll be honest, dude. Final Fantasy VII kind of just. I don't remember much else of what happened after that trailer. Like, it kind of absorbed the entire E3 from that point.
Yeah. Never could get into the Dragon Quest Builders series.
It looked corny. But the next one.
What?
Dragon Quest 11.
Dragon Quest 11's already out. It's coming. There's an expanded version of Dragon Quest 11 for the Nintendo Switch. Now that's interesting because Dragon Quest, like Dragon Quest 11, I think was like the game that never ended. Like you'd played it and you got to the ending and then you found out that that's just like a halfway mark. Like it does credits and all that stuff and then you go into the rest of the game. So then you play that part, which you think is the last half, play it, you get to the ending, it does like the whole ending scene, and then there's more.
What?
Okay, apparently I don't know a lot about Dragon Quest 11. That's awesome that it just keeps going, fooled you.
You fooled you, there's more to this game. Oh, there's still more. So an expanded version of that will be interesting.
How far did you get? How many endings did you reach?
Honestly, the third one I got burnt out, and I never finished it. Finished playing the third one. I think the third section was just to allow you to go back and catch up on things that you missed in the first and the second sections.
Maybe, but now there's an expanded version with a fourth ending.
Maybe fourth, yeah. But. You know, they did announce that Dragon Quest 12 was already in the works last week. So
maybe that's what I saw then, because I thought I saw something for Dragon Quest coming up that looked interesting.
I'll be honest, and we'll get into this in a little bit with the Nintendo, but let's see, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition.
I never liked the Chronicles. That's the only part of Final Fantasy I really didn't like. I never got into Crystal Chronicles.
Yeah. I didn't either. I mean, I played which one? The one that came, I guess, on the what was it? The 64 that had or was it Super
tried
Nintendo?
one. I
Which
think it was
one
Crystal Goblet.
Final
Fantasy Crystal Goblet or something. It was not my cup of tea.
Let's see. Onanaki, the new game from Tokyo RPG Factory Onanaki, was given a fresh look and a release date. Square Enix Collective. Square Enix took some time to promote the games releasing under its collective initiative. Kingdom Hearts Remind. What's up with that? Editor, you're Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I gotta admit, man, I don't know this
I
one.
have no idea.
It's a mystery to all.
It releases this winter. Maybe there's a trailer or something.
Go ahead, hit it up.
Hit it, yeah.
We were trying to be lazy.
Final Fantasy 15, or is that 14? I'm bad
That
with
looked
Roman
like
numerals.
14. Or 16. You're right. It could have been either. She was
14,
she's
I think,
fast.
was one of the online ones, wasn't it? Maybe.
We'll find out.
Here's the trailer.
For the Remind?
Yeah.
Oh, it's DLC. Okay.
Okay. Interesting.
I know, that was way better.
It's that guy.
I don't even know which one that is at this point, man. That could be like
Isn't it the guy from the first one?
Is it
Aqua?
Is
you
it?
know, like it could be like
It could be
three
any of
white-haired
them.
people. It could be Zimos in Aqua, Aqua
He
in
looks
Zimos.
really young in this one though. So who knows?
But yeah.
The guy okay, now I see Sora. Oh, you get to play as a bunch of people. 'Cause
Nice.
That's Aqua,
That's
I think.
pretty cool.
I don't know what the blue hair is one of the original Keyblade masters.
So is it just like a battle
Oh,
royale
you
type
can fight
thing?
alongside Axel, okay, with a Roxas. That's cool. Oh crap, you just playing flying, ain't you? All right, man, screw it, let's fly. Zigbar. Man, I swear my mind changed that to the N-word. I was like
Really?
When I first saw that, I was like, what? Oh, then it's like, no, that's it,
you
Zigbar.
racist mother. But all right, yeah. So this doesn't really help me much because I have not played 3. But apparently,
I've
this
heard
is
that the 3 story gets very convoluted, and I like the fact that apparently they're going to maintain that into the DLC.
Yeah.
Of confusing the hell out of you.
There we go.
So yeah, DLC. That would have helped if that would have said DLC in that article. Come on, GameSpot, you can do better.
Says the guys who haven't even looked at half of this stuff until at this moment. We're going through it like, you heard of that game? No, not me either.
Well,
Let's
I mean,
pretend like
it's
we're not going to care.
It's like a reaction, like a reaction video. We're getting a lot of this for the first time because,
Like
that's what we do. Let's look at Nintendo. What did Nintendo? Nintendo is the last one on the list of stuff. Now they did. Now what I was going to bring up earlier when they were talking about these games from Nintendo Switch, and then from what I understand, they did not talk about the revised Nintendo Switch that they're coming out with. Apparently,
who cares?
They've moved over manufacturing for the Nintendo Switch to a new place, and they're going to do a cheaper version and a more I guess a revised version of the original with better parts and stuff. So
All we care about from Nintendo is those original IPs. And speaking of, I'm jumping in now. Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 looks amazing, and already the theories are out. And yes, I'm in the camp that is hoping that this is Ganondorf being resurrected.
I'll be honest, dude, the reason why I knew about the new Nintendo Switch is because I'm actually thinking about buying a Nintendo Switch because I still want to play Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out, and I'm just like, I will buy a console just to play Legend of Zelda,
If this is Ganon, I will buy a Switch. It's a guaranteed Switch sale to me.
I want to play Hobo Zelda, and I want to play this new one. Hobo Link. Yeah, sorry.
Now Zelda may be playable in this game, so we may get Hobo
Zelda on this one. But yeah, Hobo Link.
You want to know what I really want for this? I don't just want that to be Ganon. I want to play as Ganon. I don't want to play as Link as Zelda. I want to play as Ganon.
On this video. Let's go ahead and see if this actually loads.
But I am one of the camp that is hoping this is the resurrection of Ganondorf, because that was one thing that was missing from Breath of the Wild for me. It did not feel like Ganon was present in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a huge Ganondorf fan, you know that, and I would love to see him get rezzed.
Yeah.
And if she didn't screw up this video, you'd be watching it with us right now.
Yeah. She had to full screen it.
Well, yeah.
Because you see this energy coming down.
I mean, once again, this is they say in the works. I don't guess there's going to be any kind of gameplay in it or anything like that. But it looks like I'd expect, I guess, to see. We're flailing here, man. Talk.
Oh, sorry, dude. I was but no, like you see this long-haired body, but one of the interesting things when you're looking at it is that the body appears to have red hair. You saw that silhouette, and that necklace is the Garuda symbol. So I'm in the camp that's hoping this is the resurrection of Ganondorf.
Okay.
And he's going to come back into the series properly, which would be awesome. Because I'm sorry, I never liked any of the games where they went, oh, we're going to do Vadi, we're going to do someone else. I'm like, I want Ganon. I'm sorry, I want Ganon. I don't want another villain. And if this is Ganon resurrecting, this is a Switch sales to me, automatic. A purchase of this game. I mean, I can't expect my excitement that it's Ganon. Now, if it's not Ganon, I don't give a fuck. So it's all or nothing, baby. It's Ganon or it's not. So that's my excitement there, is that I'm hoping that's the resurrection of Ganondorf.
Hey, I'm all for it.
You're all for it?
Yeah, I was lagging like the video was, you know.
That's because you don't love Ganon like I love Ganon.
Lightning Gundam says put YouTube and Facebook on the Switch and he'll buy it, or she will buy it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't really watch a lot of. I wouldn't buy the Switch to watch TV though, so I literally would just buy it
Smash
for
characters. Okay. What did I miss? I know Banjo-Kazooie's coming out for Smash Ultimate, and that was a big announcement.
Yeah, it says big surprise, Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, Dragon Quest. Yeah, they got like all the Dragon Quest heroes as alternate skins for. So you played several of the Dragon Quest. They've got multiples. They got mine from, I think it's Dragon Quest 7, the guy with the bandana. And then they've got like the one from the Dragon Quest you own. So that look cool.
Go back up to the Dragon Quest 11 thing. This is the definitive edition release date for Twitch, for the Switch. So, all right. Let's see. Luigi's Mansion 3. I've never played any of the Luigi's Mansions.
It looks interesting because they actually have other characters. I don't think you get to play as them, but I mean, you saw Peach and Mario and all them going to this hotel. So now it's in a haunted hotel.
Was it Luigi's Mansion that had the thing in it where if you were in this one room and you waited around long enough, like there'd be this flashing light.
Oh yeah, it looked like hanging Luigi. Yeah, that theory was pretty funny. That was Luigi Mansion 1, I think.
Yeah.
But no, this one's in a haunted hotel, but I like that they brought in the other characters, so I'm wondering if there'll be other characters more involved in the story, which I thought was cool.
So they're going to do like the, The Shining, you know?
Actually, it's a haunted hotel.
Yeah.
It's a haunted hotel. So I kind of said I like the idea of switching it to a hotel. And I like that Peach and Mario and Toad and all of them are there. That could be an interesting twist if you get to switch characters. Oh, it's also co-op. Like apparently he's got like this little clone of him.
If they're doing a haunted motel, they got to do a Red Rum reference somewhere.
And
in there.
Co-op. We say we prop co-op. They are co-oping it.
Right.
Not well, but you play as a booger. That
I don't care about any of that. All I care about is Red Rum.
Maybe there'll be a hallway filled with blood. We can hope.
Let's see. Remake Trials of Mana coming. So if you're into the Mana series, they're doing third one of that. So far, any of the remakes of the Mana series have not done so well, though. So
this one looked a little better than the others. So I'm hoping it does well. I've never played the Trial of Mana, so if it's Switch priced like $30, $20, I might try it.
I don't think that Trials of Mana made it to the U.S. So.
Oh no, I
think this may be its first. So.
Oh, that explains why I never played it then. My statement remains true.
Zelda Link's Awakening remake Dungeon Maker mode.
I ain't down for that. No.
I don't know, dude. Like the Link's Awakening looked interesting. Hit play on that. I thought it looked cool. I watched this and I was like, okay. I might. It was one of the. Okay, apparently it's just not going to play. Don't worry about it. Just let it lie.
No, it's counting down. Go back up. It was a countdown. Look right there. 1. Should do something.
That's going to a whole different video.
Well then, apparently the computer feels the same way I do about it. Meh.
And it's just going to another countdown. It is just it's freaked out. Just that pause up there. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's scroll on down to Fire Emblem 3 Houses story trailer released. Fire Emblem was a good series.
I've never gotten into it, but I have to admit it looks like it's just a strong series that keeps rolling. But I just never been able to catch my
there's
attention.
so much coming out on the Switch, and I'm a big JRPG fan. I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and buy a Switch. I mean, that's just where I am at this point.
If that's Ganon, I'm definitely buying it. I will buy the Switch just to see Ganon return to the Zelda franchise.
You know, I need to see what they're doing with the new hardware. And then once I figure out what they're doing with the new hardware, I will probably buy a Switch.
Well, they said they're making a cheaper system too, so more price effective. I'd
rather a better system than a cheaper system. I mean, if they're doing a revised version with better hardware, I'm going to pick that up versus just going for cheap.
No, the next few are kind of, I don't know. The two new Resident Evil games are coming to the Nintendo Switch. Resident Evil 5 and 6. I mean, a little bit dated, but Nintendo is slowly pulling in some of these other games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, No More Heroes 3, I had mixed feelings looking at it. It did not look like they did something kind of weird with No More Heroes 2, and No More Heroes 3 looks like it's kind of still being a little weird, but the way it's doing it, like the kind of
no, fill me in because I'm not a No More Heroes person.
The original No More Heroes was about this guy who decides he wants to become a top assassin, and he basically gets a budget lightsaber and just goes around fighting assassins.
Okay.
But then the later games kind of got into weird versions that weren't even really whole games. They were almost like little placeholder games that weren't really full, didn't really have full stories. The plaything was a little wonky. The trailer I saw, No More Heroes 3, did not make me feel they went back to writing a full game and story for this, and they were still kind of just doing that. Here's a little something to keep you going. So I don't know. I wasn't impressed with No More Heroes 3 so far.
Okay. Let's keep on going. Well, what else we got? We got Demon X Machina.
Damon X Machine. I think you're supposed to pronounce it that way, Damon, when it's spelled like that.
Whatever.
Hey, man, we're fantasy nerds. We got to get it right.
Panzer Dragoon remake.
It looks good for fans.
New Contra game announced.
Looks terrible.
Yeah, I watched the trailer for that one. I was sort of disappointed.
Train wreck.
Yeah.
Train wreck.
They tried the Battle Collection surprise release.
I don't care if people say I like the new Ultimate Alliance 3. I thought it looked fun. It looks like it's couch co-op, 4 friends playing on the couches, their favorite heroes. And I mean, you don't expect top-notch quality. It's a co-op game. Ultimate Alliance was fun because you got with your friends, they got their favorite characters, you ran around on the screen and you blew stuff up. And it looks like it's more of that. That's fine.
Okay.
As long as they don't try to charge $60 for it, it looks like it's about a $40 to $50 game at best. But I would love to grab this. If one of us does get a Switch, love to get this. Me and you get together, invite over maybe
Jared.
Jared.
Going to have, let's see, Marvel heroes and villains will be featured in the game, including Hela, Surtar, Magneto, Miles Morales, Dr. Octopus, Ghost Rider, Elektra.
They have the
Kamala
Gwen Stacy
Khan,
Spider,
Gwen Stacy. So then, which Doc Octopus are they going to have? Are they going to have
possibly both? Because the thing about Marvel Alliance is not that the characters are really well detailed; it's the quantity. They try to put everybody in there, and already I saw a full X-Men roster, which was awesome. I like that. Luke Cage was one of the characters in the demo they got to play. You know, I love the acting to play as Luke Cage.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's for. It's by the time they're done, I expect there to be 60 or 80 characters easy by the time they're done.
All right.
So play as everybody.
New Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games trailer shown during Nintendo Direct. Spyro Reignited Trilogy.
Nintendo Cadence of Hyrule is a odd game.
Cadence of Hyrule. Not familiar with this one.
Basically, it's you can play as Link or Zelda, and you're going around. But the odd part about it is that you basically move to the beat. Down the bottom of the screen is this beat bar. So you move around the screen, and you need to match the beat to when you attack and move, and it'll play like the Song of Wind and other. So it's like a rhythm game, but also still a Zelda game. She has to play a video because it's almost impossible for that description to describe how you play this. It is easily the most unique style of game I think I've ever seen. Now, it also seems like it would be hecka hard for somebody like me who already could not do the drums on Rock Band to save my life.
Yeah. I mean, it's from the creators of Crypt of the Necrodancer, really?
Yeah. Like, you see how they're hopping? Like, if they show a full actual screenplay screen, you'll see the music at the bottom. Yeah, see how he's moving? All that's to a rhythm. And like at the bottom of the screen, there's a bar for the songs, and you got to match up to it. So like sadly though they're not showing it, but I've seen some actual gameplay footage, and you can see the bar, and it's to a rhythm.
Well, I mean, if it's on the Switch, is that going to be on the actual handheld piece then? Is it going to be like a dual screen type thing, or?
Oh, didn't know about the co-op. Cool.
Ah, interesting.
But yeah, the timing is something else, and that dude is definitely music based. Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, this is not my type of game. I don't see me playing this.
That makes sense from what I'm saying. Yes.
But hey, I mean, anytime you get something with a sort of a new concept, that's neat.
It's for people that like the Crypt of the Necromancer.
Yeah. But yeah, not my play style there.
From looking at it, even looks like it's more that it's a Crypt of the Necrodancer game that's got Hyrule characters on it from the way the title is even done.
New Animal Crossing.
So yeah, what's next?
Alien Isolation is coming to the Switch. Keep going. The Witcher 3 is announced for the Switch. I heard a lot of people were happy about that. They could as one person I was talking to put it, I'm so glad I can play The Witcher 3 while I take a dump now.
Astral Chain looks interesting. People fighting mechas, huge demons. It looked pretty cool.
That was Tim.
Oh yeah.
I was I thought Astral Chain looked fun. You play like a demon arresting cop. It's weird, dude. It's anime as F. There you go. Anime action. Astral Chain looks like it could be fun. I want to see more, but what I've seen so far looked cool.
Now, what's up with this Pokemon Sword and Shield work with Pokeball? Come on, man. You're the Pokeball guy, right?
I had to stop around Aloha. Like, when they got to Pokemon Aloha, they lost me. I mean, I actually don't know.
Yeah, I don't really care.
People keep talking about it, and no, I'm not. There comes a time when a man's got to go.
We're just gonna end with that and.
WTF is that?
I mean, I don't know. Do you get to run around with a sword and shield? Is it like Pokemon? There was this game that was like almost like Pokemon Final Fantasy Tactics. It was like Romance of the Three Kingdoms with Pokemon, and it actually had the battlefield like tactics. Maybe it'll be like that. That sounds good.
Yeah. I don't know. Don't care. I don't know why the editor is still trying though. She's just like, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Why not?
Why does this dude have a Pokeball?
What is that on his hand?
It's a Pokeball.
It's a Pokeball that's attached to his wrist. So I guess you can throw it without it hitting your TV screen. I don't know.
Go past this dude's face. Let's see what we got here.
But yeah. No, I mean it looks like you're gonna have a Pokeball prop. I don't care.
Hi, underdressed girl. You look too young to be wearing that little clothing.
It's Pokemon, dude. Is
that what Pokemon's about? When I was watching, it was a dude in a red hat.
It's about weird. It's about weird kids that have little monsters that fight each other.
I have been out of Pokemon too long. What are those things so big? What is going on? Why are they so large?
Okay, so that was that.
That was that.
Well,
All
there you go. There apparently is nothing to go on other than watch girls in little teeny tiny outfits use super Pokemon.
But
kaiju battle.
It's a kid's show, man. I know a lot of adults play it. I'm not.
You're not making it sound better. You're failing.
Anyways.
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Yeah. Let us know about that one, Blood X. That one was looking interesting, and I think you've got that already ordered, right?
So what was what out of E3, man? What's your top? What do you go for, man? What are you most excited for? We went through all this stuff.
Final Fantasy VII is my top.
Okay.
Super excited for Final Fantasy VII. And oddly enough, even though it was just a trailer, really want to see what they're doing with Breath of the Wild 2. Legends of the Breath of the Wild 2. So
Lightning Gundam asked about Apex Legends. We sort of skimmed past that one because neither one of us are real big fans of Apex Legends. I don't get into shooting games where I have to deal with other people. Like, I want to kill everybody. I don't want to have to deal with party members. So I
prefer actual battle royal.
I'm a battle royal person. Like I picked up. I finally picked up Overwatch. and I did not see anything. Like, I ended up playing the Battle Royale part of Overwatch, which is not even anything to do with Overwatch normal play. Like, but
I don't have to worry about who's on my team if I'm supposed to shoot everyone.
Exactly. You had an E3 video, Blood Axe. I did not see it. I looked through the 3 folders that had your name on it, and I didn't see anything specific for E3. So for some reason it did not get to me, unless you sent it through some other means and dropping it in our Dicejunkies Blood Axe folders. But yeah, no, I mean, Cyberpunk 2077 is where I'm at. So
I guess I didn't put that there just because I've been hyped for that from the beginning. Like that didn't change. It's just I want
pull up the Dicejunkies folder and see if we have Blood Axe's video in there.
But I feel Keanu Reeves is in it now, so I know you really are looking forward to it. Because you're a huge Keanu Reeves fan, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not a big Keanu Reeves
for
fan.
a reply. Clearly, he was in another.
Sorry,
zone
I was in another zone. I was trying to figure out what happened to. No, he said it's in the main folder, so it should be back there. Let's see, Clinton. There it is. His game of Gears of War video. Let's see what he has to say with that. You'll have to turn the audio on for the desktop. Just up there at the top.
Please hold. We are having some technical matters taken care of here for just a moment, so just bear with us. As Zeno tries to get a video running for you, it is going to be a Blood Axe review of something about something.
I've already muted it.
Okay.
So it's this one?
Yep.
Wait, so I'm muted? I'm just talking?
All right, you'll switch over to that.
This is Blood Axe coming at you with the Dicejunkies E3 2019 Gears of War 5 update. After watching the trailer for Gears of War 5, we got to see the emblem that was at the end of Gears of War 4. Spoiler alert in case you haven't actually played Gears of War 4, and if not, shame on you, that the emblem that she got from her mother, which appeared to be some kind of family crest or some design of her family heritage, when you flip it over, it actually looks like the locust symbol. This will probably come to play in campaign, so that should prove to be interesting. And as I've said before, I believe that Myra, who's also going to be in the game, apparently according to the picture we have here, I do believe that's Marcus's mother. Read the books, played enough of the games, and that's just a personal theory of mine, and whether or not it's confirmed is still, in my head, canon, until proven otherwise in the game. One of the more interesting things is a new multiplayer mode called Escape. And with Escape, it's going to be 3 members, each with their own individual skills. In Escape, the team is infiltrating a bunker, and the whole point is to get in, plant a bomb, and get out before you die. It wasn't elaborated upon if you're going against AI, but that's what it appeared to be. But you would be able to go in with a couple of your friends. One of the more interesting things, and I think Q should take credit for it because he actually brought it up a couple of shows on the Dicejunkies, is that you can now join Game Pass, and the content that you get on Game Pass you can get on Xbox console, or you can download an application for your PC and you can play the games there as well. So that's something that's very interesting. I did some research and I can't see where anything is going to be cross-platform playable for multiplayer. But I think this is a step in the right direction, and hopefully that will be coming hopefully soon. Because as it stands, I'm the only Dicejunkie that actually has an Xbox. Q's has been offline for so long. His profile doesn't say offline, it says dead. So there's that. One of the really most confusing things was actually, if you pre-order Gears of War 5, is the Dark Fate pack, which is 2 character skins for multiplayer. One's a T-800 Terminator and the other is Sarah Connor. I'm pray to God this is not going to be incorporated in the campaign, because how you incorporate Terminator from Earth and Gears of War 5 from the planet Sarah makes absolutely 0 sense to me whatsoever. So anyway, I've already pre-ordered mine, so hopefully I'll be able to get some game footage up for you once it comes out in September. I think September 10th is the launch date, but since I pre-ordered from GameStop the Ultimate Pack, I will actually get mine on September the 6th, a couple days beforehand. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy.
All right. So
All right.
that was that's Blood Axe's Gears. Well, now there was a question in the chat room about something. Let's see. Are you a graphics junkie? That's all Cyberpunk is. Pretty graphics. No, I am a junkie of. So I played Cyberpunk 2020 back in the day, and I'm a big RPG fan. And yeah, there's a lot of graphics involved with Cyberpunk. But it looks like it's going to be a good RPG. It's supposed to have a lot of multiple choices. Your choices affect the world. Being a big RPG fan and just being nostalgia ridden with being a fan of 2020 back with the pen and paper. 2077, that's why I'm excited about it. And I'm actually hoping that if the game does well, that 2077 will bring back the pen and paper Cyberpunk, because I would love to sit down and actually play with my friends a good Cyberpunk, just that crazy, highly chaotic world of Cyberpunk, you know, where people are more about their own pleasures and devices than they are about anything else.
Body modification.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement there. Honestly, the graphics could be greatly reduced from what they are. It's the setting. I want a good Cyberpunk setting. I don't care if it's freaking digital. I don't care if it's, like old school graphics, if its settings done well. The fact that it looks good, too, is a bonus. But much like Vampire Bloodlines 2, we're not there for the graphics. We're there for the rules and the setting and the world that we love. And then it's nice if it looks good, too, but it's going to be gameplay that's going to matter to me.
I mean, Outer Worlds I'm looking at as an RPG. It's one that I'm more afraid of as being more of a graphics thing because of the way it pushes its environment and world. And their RPG elements, they've come at them from different directions each time they talked about them. So I'm almost afraid that they're not sure exactly how their RPG elements are going to go.
When they're running out of time, they better make a decision soon because it's coming out.
But yeah, so
just to disagree with Blood Axe, man, forget you. I hope they completely merge the storylines of Terminator and Gears of War. I think that would be awesome because then that also means that Predators could potentially get in there because I think there's been some Predator versus Terminator crossover, and then we can get aliens. And you're telling me you don't want Gears versus Xenomorphs? Come on, Blood Axe. It'd be the best Xenomorph. Be the best aliens game we ever got. Gears versus Xenomorphs versus Predator versus Terminator.
Well, let's start tying this up. I know you said Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm Cyberpunk. Blood Axe, you're Gears of War. Do you have one, Michelle, that you're excited about? You look like you're just done.
Sword and Shield.
But anything?
I have to agree with you. Final Fantasy VII looks really awesome.
All right.
There you go.
So let us know in the comments what you're excited for with E3. And we hope you enjoyed this E3 edition of Dice Junkies. And be sure to check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Dicejunkies.com, where you can find links to everywhere we are online. And you can support us on Patreon.com/Dicejunkies. Thanks for watching, guys, and we hope you enjoyed.